Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of the vlog. I'm so excited you're here. So today's vlog is gonna be a lot of fun. Memorial Day is coming up. It's time to party. Y'all know that's the whole reason why we got the backyard the way the backyard is. It's because we've been waiting on days like this to celebrate, and we is about to get into it. So today I am going to share 3 cocktails with you to help you get ready for your Memorial Day celebrations. I have a really fun giveaway for you guys for some custom curtains. Yay! And then I'm going to share how we decorated the patio, got the covered patio all cleaned up and stuff, and ready for our summer activities. Memorial Day is probably one of the most exciting holidays for us because it kind of kicks off the summer season. The kids just got out of school, everybody all excited and stuff. And it's one of those holidays where tomorrow we don't have to get up and take the kids to school, so we can wild out, have a little fun, you know, sleep in a little bit, at least until our first work meeting from home the next day, and not have to worry about getting up and taking anybody to school. So if you're into that type of thing, I invite you to stick around for today's video. Usually we're doing a whole lot of decorating, which we're gonna do a little bit of that today. You know, we built this home, we documented the process of building this home. That's why those of you that have returned are here. But if you've never met me before, my name is Kay. I'm a wife, I'm a mom. I have birthed 4 amazing humans ranging in age from 19 down to 4. And you know, I just like to play in my house. So if you're into watching homeowners really have fun in their home, decorate and bring out their own style and make it functional for their families, I invite you to stick around, maybe subscribe to the channel. If you like today's video, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to know more about me and my family, feel free to connect with us all over the interwebs. You can find us at K Whitaker. If there is anything you see in today's video, I will link it down below in the description box. But outside of that, it's time to start making these cocktails and get into this giveaway and this patio furniture and stuff. So let's hop into today's video. All right, friends, so before we start making drinks and stuff, let me tell you about what I did with my crazy self. So the people that sent the curtains here for the living room, it's Nicetown Curtains. Y'all know we love them. The curtains are fabulous. Apparently y'all loved them, went crazy for them. We had a really good collaboration and partnership the last time, so they reached out again. They were like, hey Kay, we want to send you some new curtains. We got these thermal insulated, soundproof, blackout curtains. You know, let us send you some, what size you need. So I've ordered custom curtains before. I know you need to double check, triple check, quadruple check your sizing. And my smart self thought I did that, but I didn't. So I ended up with these beautiful curtains. I've got 4 panels of these, y'all. And here I'm gonna try to pull them so they don't scrape the ground because I'm gonna have to send them to you. So these are a linen blend fabric. They match the color of the bed in my bedroom almost to a T. They are perfect. They've got the brass grommets, like amazing, but I can't use them because I ordered them in 108 inches, which is what, 9 feet? I don't need 9 feet, I need 10 feet. So I can't use them, but they're gorgeous. I don't want them to go to waste. I reached out to Nicetown already. They're on top of it. They're gonna send me new panels, but we're gonna send these to one of you all that would love some custom high quality luxury curtains and can use the 8-foot, 9-foot ceiling height, can use these curtains. So in order for you to qualify for the giveaway, you gotta qualify. You have to follow me and Nicetown Curtains over on Instagram. I'm gonna leave a post. There's already a post over on my Instagram page. The giveaway is open through next Friday at midnight. So just click the link down below to the Instagram post. Make sure you follow both of us on Instagram, and then in the comments just say I want the curtains. Next Friday, I'll do a random picking. Whoever the winner is, I'll announce the winner in my Instagram stories, and then I will pack them up and send them to you. My boo-boo becomes your come up. They're absolutely gorgeous. I'll add some B-roll so you can see them. I've got one panel hanging so I can kind of show it to you. I'm gonna steam it, box it up. You'll have 4 amazing panels of curtains to use in the room of your choice. So huge shout out to Nicetown for being so understanding and accepting my boo-boo from a custom standpoint and being willing to send me a new pair. But it worked out for you guys because you're gonna get a new pair of curtains. So now that you know about the giveaway, let's hop into making a couple of cocktails, then go outside and see what's going on this covered patio for Memorial Day. So we're gonna make 2 cocktails because we made one cocktail before we talked about the curtains and I didn't like it. It was a mojito and yeah, it wasn't good. So I'm not a big fan of mojitos. I will make them for folks that like them, but I don't like the club soda in the mojito of it all. So my alternative to a mojito at all times is a mule. So today we're gonna make a mule and we're gonna use a couple of ingredients from the garden. We've got some mint here that we're gonna use. We're gonna use some blueberries. We've got some blackberries and red berries. Then we're gonna garnish it with strawberry, add a little lime to it. So this is kind of like our Memorial Day patriotic berry mule. So that's how we're gonna make this work. So first things first, when I make my mule, sometimes I will make a simple syrup. Today I'm not doing that. We're just gonna muddle these fruits together. And I'm gonna be careful because in my mojito, I had too much fruit and it clogged up my little pores. But you know, you gotta add the things because if you don't, then you won't be able to get the flavor from it all. So we're gonna muddle up a couple of leaves of basil. We are going to also use, we'll use the mint to garnish. So we got basil and the berries in the actual cup, and we're gonna muddle those together. Oh, it is something about muddling fruit, y'all. Squeezing those fruits and getting all those juices and stuff up out of there. I love it. Then we're gonna squeeze a half a lime in here. Yes, I love a good mule. Like, mules are more refreshing to me than mojitos are. I know it's a personal preference. Some folks like what they like, but for me, I just can't get with it. I'll add a couple of pieces of ice so we can shake this with some vodka. Now, you know, how heavy or light you go on the vodka is up to you, but for me in my house, you know, we like to do a cap full, you know, and a little bit more. I'm not a measurer, y'all. I just be here for the party. Now, it's Memorial Day, so like I said, the kids are out of school. We got to get up and go nowhere. I usually like to try to get my Memorial Day, like, plan together, because it's the first party of the summer. Now, ain't nobody gonna be here. It's just gonna be the fam. But the hubby and I get to grill this year because we went to St. Martin and we had all that good food. We are going to try our hand at some jerk ribs and some jerk chicken. So with love, like usually we'll have the cute ice, but I ain't have time to freeze it, so we got what we got. Then we just gonna pour that over the ice. This fruit clogging up my pores, but I need that good vodka out of there. Come on. And I like this because you can add your ginger beer, and that's what kind of gives it the additional kick. You know what I'm saying? Like, the club soda ain't got no taste to it in a mojito. And I know you could probably use a simple syrup in a mojito to make it sweeter. It just don't be my thing. Once you got all your good stuff out of here, I'm gonna upgrade my shaker because she be giving me problems. And I don't like that. But once you have all things done, we're just gonna add a little ginger beer, you know, the ginger beer of your choice. It's your world, girl. It's Memorial Day. Turn up, have a good time, you know. And then we're gonna drop a couple of fresh berries for garnish. We're gonna smack a couple of mint leaves. Get that oil out of there. Get that oil flowing so that mint oil will release itself into your drink. My daughter is looking at me like I'm crazy. But for those of you all that know a little something, like all you smell is mint over here. But yeah, man. You got your nice little mule, so let's taste it. Where's my straw from that old nasty mojito we made? Hold tight, girls. I'm coming back to the screen. She is good. I know how to make a good mule. And this one is one that'll definitely keep you. Look at the color. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. You can't see it? Hold on, my daughter say you can't see it. Hold on. What about now? Look at the color. It's so pretty. So much fun. I love these. The mules are usually the drink of my choice. Here you go, Instagram. Look at that. Cheers, my friend. Cheers. Now, I'm going to sip on this one while we make our next one. The next one we're going to make is a spicy blueberry margarita. Now, this one requires the stove because we have got to make a simple syrup that consists of jalapenos, sugar, water. That's going to be your simple syrup. Then we're going to muddle up our blueberries, get our little, tequila and stuff going. We're using Blackout tequila. We're gonna use a little, I think I have some Contro left. If I don't have any Contro left, we'll use like some triple sec. Yeah, and it's gonna be amazing. So let me get all my ingredients together wash everything up, and then we'll come back and make the blueberry jalapeno margarita. Be right back. All right, y'all. So for this one, we are going to make a simple syrup out of, it's a spicy blueberry margarita. So we are going to use jalapenos, sugar, cup of water. I don't measure, so don't be looking for measurements because I don't know. I just dump some sugar in there until it covers the bottom of the pot. And then I start with like a half a cup of water, or 3/4 in this case. And we do this to let this simmer. And we want these jalapenos, we want the spice from the jalapenos to penetrate the sugar. So that may not even be enough sugar. And usually when I'm using the jalapenos, I will use like a large one and just save the tip for garnishing the actual margarita. But you need a lot of sugar when you're making a simple syrup because the sugar is what kind of makes the syrup. So all it is letting this boil down, letting all of this spice come out of this jalapeno into this sugar. Once it's made a syrup and the sugar has liquidized, I guess is what you call it, you strain it in a strainer into a container, let it sit for about 30 minutes to cool, and then it's safe for you to use it in your drink. So I'm gonna let this simmer down, and while it's simmering down, I will go and prep the other area. All we're gonna do, at first I was thinking about using the same berries that I used in the Mule for the Margarita, but I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna use blueberries. So once this is done, we'll muddle down some blueberries with a mint leaf, couple of mint leaves, and we'll put all the tequila, the orange liqueur, the simple syrup, the limes. We'll put it in a shaker, shake it up, and that will be your margarita, my friend. It is the best. I am here for a spicy margarita. I love a spicy cucumber margarita as well, but it wasn't patriotic colored, so we'll stick with the blueberries. And if you're not a blueberry fan, you can use strawberries, you can use blackberries, red berries, whatever you want. I just love blueberries, so we use those. So this typically, my simple syrup, once it comes to a boil, I just stir it until the jalapenos, like I'll smell the spice, but the jalapenos are usually soft, and this syrup is usually like thick, it's not runny. So if you've ever made like candied yams, it's the consistency of the sugar stuff before you put the actual potatoes in. So that is what we are going for. So we're gonna let this cook down. We're not gonna bore you watching this cook down, and then after it's cooled, we will come back and finish making our margarita. All right, so our simple syrup is made. I made quite a bit. We're gonna use it on Monday. It's gonna be all good. We're just gonna put a lid on the mason jar. We're gonna be good. So for this one, we're just gonna put a few blueberries down in the cup. We wanna squeeze 2 limes. So we're gonna get the juice of 2 limes. Now I have lime trees, lemon trees growing, but my garden is new. So I am looking forward to the day where I can just go grab some limes off my tree, some lemons off my tree, and make my cocktails. Likewise with my blueberries. This summer, we should be able to harvest. Like, we got quite a few out there now that are doing their thing. So I'm hoping to get a good harvest off the blueberries. But, you know, I'm looking forward to next season to being able to get all of these ingredients from the garden. We've got some peppers out there, so later in the summer we'll be able to make this from our own peppers. It's a good time. I did add the basil, the rest of the basil that I had. That's an option. It's not a part of the recipe, but I had it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna add it. And I did, and I've tasted the syrup, and it is amazing. So if you want like a recipe, I would say start with like 1 large pepper. Just leave the tip so you can garnish your drink. I'd say do like 2 cups of sugar and then a cup of water, and start from there. And then you can thicken it up to your liking. For me, that's just kind of how I roll. So now that I got that in there, I'm gonna do a shot of my simple syrup. Now you can use an orange liquor. I like Cointreau. If Cointreau is not available to you or it's outside of the budget, you can use a triple sec. I do a shot if I have it. See, we out of the Cointreau. We do, oh, I forgot to bottle my berries. A shot and a half of the Blanco tequila. And we about to have a drink. Yeah, buddy. So this is probably one of my favorites. I usually, in the summertime, I can go for like a good margarita. I'm gonna crush these up. Muddle your berries first, child, so you don't be in here like this. But, you know, however you get it done, get it done. Add a little ice. My ice is melting. Add a little ice to your shaker. Shake, shake, shake up. Now you can choose to put jalapenos in yours or not. I like to garnish mine with jalapenos. Put a couple of fresh berries in there. And we got ourselves a good old little drinky drink to sit out on the patio. Nice and refreshing. Really light. Really pretty. I don't salt my glass for this one. But if you want to salt or sugar your margarita glass, feel free. If you want your simple syrup a little spicier, add more peppers. And yeah, enjoy. Look at that, friend. Look at that. Ain't she cute? Nice little purple ambiance. Look at her. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. And she is good for all of your summertime. That's a margarita, y'all. That is amazing. All of your summertime, by the pool, in the hot tub, by the grill, activities. This is a good one, okay? So you got your cocktails for the weekend. You got your plan. I'm gonna be trying some jerk chicken and stuff. If you got a recipe, leave it down in the comments for me, my friend. Because we have never cooked it before. I had honestly never had jerk anything before we went to St. Martin. For some reason, I thought it was sweet. And I don't like sweet meat. And I tasted it and completely changed my mind. I was like, oh, this is what this is about. So now I'm totally addicted. And every time I go somewhere, I'm on the menu for some jerk chicken or some jerk ribs, even if it ain't at the Jamaican joint. So we're gonna try it. If you have a good recipe, drop it down in the comments for me. If you don't and you want to try it, we're gonna try it. If I get it right, I'll share that recipe with you too. So let's go out, look at the patio, see how ready it is for all of our Memorial Day activities. Then we'll come back and talk about what we're gonna be doing next week. Let's head outside, friend. All right, now, so I don't know how our patio got like this. Well, I know how the dirt and stains and stuff got on the concrete. We had the grill over here. But as far as just being in the cluster that it is in now, I have no clue how that happened. So me and my oldest, we took some time to clear off the patio. This was so much harder than what we thought it was going to be. But I literally was like, I'm only going to take the stuff off that needs to come off. And then I was like, nah, we're not going to be lazy. We're going to take it all off. And so we can power wash the entire concrete and get, you know, a fresh start for the season. Because if not, it's going to stay there all season long. And then next season, I'm going to be mad that I didn't do it. So we took all the furniture off, everything completely off of the patio so that we could power wash everything down. And then once we power washed everything down, we came back, put some stuff in place, cleaned up real good because it was like clutter everywhere. So we cleaned up real good, got the clutter out. And now we have a nice open space. I think we were both at this point like, what have we gotten ourselves into? Like, why are we doing this? So while we're cleaning up, let me tell you really quickly. Y'all know my patio sofas came from Outer. And with it being Memorial Day weekend, they're running a really great sale. I don't know if you saw over on Instagram, but right now through the end of the month, Outer is running a sale where you can save up to 30% in some cases, just with their sale. And then with the discount that I have available to you, you can get an extra 5%. Now, I know for a fact that my color cushions are 30% off. So if you like my color, you could save 35% on that color material. And that's pretty big because y'all know, if you've been watching them for a little while, you know, this is a luxury price tag. So if you've been watching them for a little while and they've been just outside of your budget, now might be a great time to shop and grab you a set, because depending on how many pieces you want or need, that could be some really deep discounts if you're looking at getting it right now. And that's running through the end of the month. So I'll leave the link for you to shop down in the description. That way you don't have to remember any code or anything like that. I'll leave the code down there just in case as well, but I just wanted to drop that in your spirit while we were cleaning up because it's a really great sale. I shared it over on Instagram and it's been doing really well. So I wanted to make sure you all knew about it as well. So right here, I am putting together a power washer that I got from the Home Depot for $100. Now, Timothy talked about me so bad with this Liberty power washer. He was like, girl, what is that gonna do? But I am proud to say that once I got the hang of this little bitty thing, she actually did a pretty good job. I did realize that I don't like to power wash. I don't enjoy that at all. So next season it's going to be a get somebody else to do it situation, or Tim can do it. But for what it's worth, like for what I needed her to do, she came through. Now I'm sure I could have probably went over it a couple more times and got some more out, but by the time I got finished using this on the concrete, I was done. I will say, however, though, that I did hit all of my cushions, both the outer pieces, the pieces out in the front. I hit everything with the power washer. So everything, once I got the hang of it, everything back here got a good power washing. So it's nice and clean and fresh. So I was actually happy with the results that we got from this. So we're just gonna keep cleaning up for a little bit. When we come back to decorate, I'll come back and chit chat about what's different from last season, because I actually kept cushions, kept rugs. Like I kept a lot of the things that we had last year. I still liked it, but I did add a few touches just to kind of pull the space together. So I'll be back when we start decorating. All right, so overnight I let everything dry. I set the cushions up like upright, and I just let everything dry. I kept the fan on the patio, so that way when I came out, we would be able to just go ahead and start decorating. And we did put everything in place before the concrete dried, just because I didn't want to take a chance on it raining overnight and these things taking longer to dry. But you know, at the time that I was doing this, it was first thing in the morning. They were still a little damp, but by the time the afternoon came, they were dry. And I was so happy because I started not to clean them because they weren't that dirty. They just had like a little dinge to them. I was like, I can deal with it. But I am actually so happy that I just hit them with the power wash. It didn't take much. Like each one of those cushions took like 2 seconds to kind of go over, and they look brand new. So I don't have nothing but good stuff to say about this particular set. I love the color. The color, I think, is the thing that really pulls me in the most. It's a nice clean color, and even though we went through a whole season of having this and it was just a little bit of dingy, it didn't look dirty. Like I wasn't overwhelmed cleaning my cushions like I was overwhelmed cleaning the patio. Okay, so I was able to get all of the sofas and stuff set up rather quickly. What you see me rolling is like the cover, so if it ever rains or anything like that, I think I've shared that before, but just in case I haven't, if you're new here, if it ever rains, those pieces, I can just plop them over, and it'll protect the cushions from the rain, so we don't have to wait until like they dry out or anything like that. Once the rain starts, we just unvelcro them from the bottom and come out and enjoy the pieces. I very seldomly have to cover. I don't think I've ever covered the sofa. The chairs probably, because they're closer to the edge of the patio, but it's real simple. I just hop out. They call it an outer shell is what the name of it is. We just hop out, bring the shell over, fold it over, get them covered up real quick, protected, and we're good to go. But yeah, I thought about rearranging how the pieces were sitting out here, but I wanted to keep the view open to the deck, especially because I'm going to go ahead and get the bar stools next month and the table probably next month. I think I've narrowed down which table I want, and I want those to be a view as well. well. So I decided to just keep the arrangement of the furniture the same as it was once we opened up, so that it could kind of open up the view. So now from the inside, it's a straight view to the deck. When we're sitting on the actual furniture out there, it's a straight view to the deck. And I can imagine that once we put the table out and the bar stools out, that's going to be a really pretty vibe. So I'm looking forward to that in the next month or so. So this is the same rug she got here with a power washer too. She looks good, like brand new. I like it. So I didn't change that out. And then, yeah, I think I kept the same coffee table. Like most things out here are the same. I think I added a couple of planters, and then I changed up like the decor on the coffee table. And yeah, so it looks just so much more open out here. Now that the grill is gone off of the patio and I've cleaned up, it just looks open. And when we sit out here, it's like the wind blows in the space differently. I don't know if that makes sense, but like it's just more airy and it's not as confined, and it really, really feels good. Now over on the wall up under the TV, I'm thinking about installing a fireplace. So I didn't put any decor pieces right there because I think, and this is a big thing, but we have a gas outlet there and we're not going to do an outdoor kitchen up under the covered patio. So I think for that gas drop, I'm going to do an outdoor fireplace. That way I can move those lamps that you see up under there, those heaters. We can move those out to the deck when it gets cold, and then the fireplace can heat up under the patio. So I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with that open space, but for now, it's not bothering me. I do wish that when we were building, we would have done TV prep outside so that cord can be hidden. So I do need to find a solution to hide that cord that doesn't involve cutting a hole in my office wall on the inside to do it. But until then, we're just gonna look at the cord. It is what it is. But yeah, this is the space. I'll continue to decorate, and then I forgot to do like pan overs while the sun was out. So you'll get a couple of night shots, and then we'll come back and talk about what to expect in next week's video. All right, so it's the tour. I am really pleased with what we have been able to accomplish back here as far as our outdoor experience is concerned. We have been working really, really hard back here to just create an ambiance and a vibe that we can enjoy with the kids. And Monday's gonna be our first like holiday back here outside of Mother's Day, where we have everybody here. My big baby's home, and we'll get grilled, watch movies, listen to music, watch the kids run around and play, and it's just gonna be a good time. So I'm so happy that I went and cleaned it up and just kind of got it organized. It feels really cozy back here, but it doesn't feel overcrowded. Before we had it dirty, it just didn't feel like a chill space, and now it feels like a little zen space that we can come out. Tim and I can come out and have date nights when we can't get out. The kids can run to their heart's desire. We got our flowers growing. There's beautiful views everywhere. Like, it's just gonna be a good time. So I'm really excited about it. Don't forget about the giveaway. Don't forget about the Memorial Day sale for these furniture pieces. I know that y'all hear me talk a lot about outdoor furniture, and that's just because outdoor spaces are like my passion. But to be able to save 35% on a piece, on a set like this, that's huge depending on what you get. So, you know, if you've been watching Outer for a little bit and they've been just outside of your price point, now might be a great time to go shop and find a couple of pieces that you like. I think I've narrowed down the dining set. I definitely want a black set to complement what's going on here up under the patio. I know what patio bar stools we're gonna get. We're gonna order those at the beginning of next month. So this space is coming together. So now that we are over our hiccup in the room, next week, I know I said I wasn't gonna do a major project outside of Tim's office, but I lied. That's why we're not in the bedroom today. So next week, we're gonna start in the bedroom. Probably gonna do some wall paneling and some painting in there. I've got some custom pillow covers coming for the bed that are just absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to share those with you. Of course, our curtains from Nicetown are way. We're trying to figure out how our sitting area situation is going to be. So there's a lot that's going to happen in the bedroom, and I feel a little bit more confident about the design in there. So we're going to start that next week because Tim is still in his office. So thanks for sticking around. I hope you enjoy your Memorial Day. We have every intent to enjoy ours. Make it an amazing weekend. If you are of drinking age, drink responsibly, drink at home with your loved ones. Don't drink and drive. And we will party hard and see you back next week. Bye, friends.